What up, dude? And welcome to Free for All Friday, right here, Detroit Lions on the Prowl. You know how the song goes. It's Friday, then hey, it's Saturday, Sunday. Well, it is Free for All Friday. Welcome. It's just me and the Queen rolling again today. What's going on, Val? How you doing today?
I'm feeling extra spicy today, so be prepared, guys. And sorry if there's a little bit of echoing. I don't have headphones, so right now, so just be patient with the audio, but I'm spicy today.
All right, y'all know who it is. It's my man Luke G of Luke G's Fear Review. Just popped in. What's going on, Luke?
Hey, what's going on, family? Sorry I'm a little bit late.
Hey, you in the building, man. Hey, shout out to the chat, man. Good morning, everyone in the chat. You got my man George Eagle is in the building. What's up, George? Yeah, you was first, man. He got a prize, man. Yeah, the prize is you was first. And you got my man Michael Huggins in the building, Mr. Reliable himself. Good morning, happy Friday. Super Saiyan Lions, good morning, my guy. The jazzy one, Paul Jarose, is in the building. What's going on, Paul Jarose, man? Welcome. How's everything going, Luke G?
It's good, man. You know, good Friday, TGIF Friday. Next Friday night, it's all of this, man. I'm good, bro. You?
Yeah, I'm doing all right, man, in this master's class, man. And shout out to my man, Mike man, Mike Kimber, man. My man, he's going through some things, man. It's just if you pop up on one of them, you know what I'm saying, just say hey, what's up to him, man. Just check on him, see how he's doing, man. He'll tell you what's going on. I'm not going to tell you what's going on with him, but you know he's going through some things right now. So shout out to Mike, or you know what I'm saying, Mike Kimber. You know how it goes down, man. Y'all know what it is. We're here to talk Detroit Lions and what's going on with them. Let's go ahead with some quick, news and notes. What's going on from them before we get into the topics for the day. Marvin Jones actually signed his contract the other day, man. Showed up, had a nice big brim on his head, man. He would say happy to be back in Detroit. He said if he didn't play on the West Coast, the only team he would play for is Detroit Lions, and he's back, and he will be wearing number 0 this year.
I was wondering who was gonna get the 0. You know what? I thought this is just what I thought. I thought the 0 was going to go to a rookie, but okay, he chose 0. That's what's up. He also said that culture is different than it was last time he was here.
Yeah, he definitely is. Coach Jerry Jacobs was actually going to vie for number 0, but Marvin Jones swooped in and got it because I don't think Khalif Raymond was going to come off of that. He was Khalif Raymond should get that number up because he was here before. But Khalif Raymond was an all-pro punt returner last year wearing number 11.
Talk to him.
He ain't giving that up. I think he was giving that up. And
why am I going to give it up when I'm a contributor too? I contribute.
Yeah, I mean, he made was second team All-Pro. Why would you give up a number when you were second team All-Pro in the league? That doesn't make any sense for me. So Agent 0, Marvin Jones, and the reason why he's wearing number 0, his kids voted him to wear number 0. They like, what number should I wear? And his kids said, hey, wear number 0, you Agent 0. So that's a big, number that's kind of just going around. It hit the college ranks last year and it hit the pro ranks this year. So congratulations for Marvin Jones coming back. To me, I think that was one of the signings I like. He's a contributor on the field and he's durable, and he brings that veteran presence that we lost when we lost a DJ Chark in the locker room as far as the wide receivers go. You know what I'm saying? But his numbers were
I hate that narrative, Curt.
Yeah,
I hate that narrative.
But I like it because he's durable and his game hasn't changed. He was just as productive as DJ Chark was last year. So it is what it is. I mean, the numbers were comparable.
But Curt, we got to stop this. He brings a veteran presence. There's vets on this team in the receiving corps. Raymond is a vet. Josh Reynolds is a vet. We got to stop this veteran presence stuff.
I got what you're saying. Maybe more of a vocal leader. How about that?
All right, fair enough. You win. I can see you.
Yeah, he'll be more of a vocal leader than some of the other guys that we have because those other guys are kind of quiet. Like Khalif Raymond and Josh Reynolds. I have. Outside of his press conference, I haven't heard him say a word. To be honest with you, I haven't heard Josh Reynolds say nothing.
That don't mean he's not barking in practice. He might be in practice barking though.
Yeah, he might be. You know what I'm saying? He might be. He might be a quiet. I hope it's a barking out of yap. Saying sometimes quiet dogs yap. I want yapping. I want to be barking. But with all that being said, man, we got a couple of things. Graham Glasgow got his number 60 back, and they screwed up his jersey on Fanatics. They added an extra A. I don't know what the hell that was about. Over there on the Fanatics site, CJ Gardner-Johnson wears number 2. Number 4 is going to Emmanuel Mosley. Number 5 is going to Montgomery. David Montgomery couldn't get a 32 in Detroit, so 5.
Wait. 5 is going to Montgomery.
Yep. Well, according to Fanatics, that's the number they put out there.
I was hoping B-John be here and take his 5, but you know what? It's okay.
Yeah. And then number 6 is going to Cam Sutton is wearing number 6. So those are the update on the jersey numbers. If you guys, we talked about it earlier in the week, but this little house cleaning, if you didn't want to, if you didn't know, that's where the numbers are coming in for the new Lions members. Some of them will be wearing those numbers. So you got some more guys that will probably be getting their numbers probably more towards camp, or maybe here in about 10 days when off-season workouts start. So off-season workouts start on the 17th. So if you didn't know, the actually off-season program, when they actually start coming to Allen Park and working out, phase 1 of OTAs will start on the 17th of April. So that's only 10 days away. So get ready, man. There's gonna be some Lions will be in Allen Park starting on the 17th. All right, so let's get into some of these questions for the day, because you know how we do it, man. We talk about this stuff, man. All right, Val, I got to bring you back in. You ain't talking in a while because of the we got you, the audio issues. Who would you prefer the Lions draft, Will Anderson or Jalen Carter? Neither. Who would you want those two guys? Those two guys.
You asked the wrong question, though, Curt. You should have said, "Who did you want in Chicago?" See, you said in the Lions.
Okay,
he wants them to slide down to the Bears. You got to remember that.
Oh yeah, no, I don't want either in Chicago either, to be honest. But if I had to pick between two evils here, I'd go Jalen Carter over Will Anderson.
Okay,
but no, I don't want either.
Okay. I'm interested to hear this. Okay, can you let me hear your rationale, because you say you're going spicy today. So give me your rationale behind this.
No, because look, I'm fine with Jalen Carter, Will Anderson being drafted to the Lions, but I'm more concerned about them dressing the cornerback situation and the safety situation more than the defensive tackle right now. So that's all that it is. Mm-hmm. That's all that it is. Give me Gonzalez. I'm sorry. Give me Gonzalez. I'm still stuck on my baby.
She Gonzo for Gonzalez. So that is correct. All right. All right, Luke. All right. Who you got, man? Will Anderson or Jalen Carter?
It's not even a debate. It's Jalen Carter. I'm not saying that he's necessarily just better than Will Anderson and nothing like that. Mm-hmm. But the Lions' problem has always been one thing and one thing only. That defense, and I'm tired of watching teams run the ball down our throats. Mm-hmm. I'm tired of watching our linebackers not know how to fill gaps at times, and I'm tired of watching quarterbacks have no problem stepping up in the pocket. You got one big dog out there right now, and McNeil, he needs some help. That way you can push the middle of the pocket, and then everything can funnel out to the outsides. That'll help get your DNs and everyone's favorite Lion, Aiden Hutchinson, more sacks and more pressures and everything else. But you have to look at Jalen Carter. If I'm sitting up there and they both on the board, it's a no-brainer for me. All the question concerns and he did this. I don't care. The film tell me he can play. I don't care.
Yeah, I understand that. I get what you're saying. If they're both there at 6, I'm probably taking Jalen Carter. Yeah, he pushes the pocket like you said. He provides that interior defense with a boost. And we got like 8,000 freaking pass rushes. We got a ton of defensive ends. Would I say all of them have to have that? I don't know if they all have the Will Anderson pedigree or whatever, but we got some decent pass rushers. I mean, you just added another one last year in James Houston. So you got James Houston, you got Romeo Crowell, you got Charles Harris. I mean, then you got the guys that's like a Kaminsky and a Pascal that can play either interior or play out on the edge. And Aiden Hutchinson, I'm like, what the hell are you gonna put this dude?
because now I will say this: if you did take Will Anderson,
somebody gotta go.
somebody definitely got to go. But if you took Will Anderson, somebody got to go. But then you also can play around a little bit more with Aiden on the inside, which he's not going to be good at no way. But still, you can put him on the inside and get Will Anderson, Houston off the edge with McNeil and Aiden in the middle. That could be a problem too for people, depending on how you want to play it. But you're right. We have so many pass rushers, and this false narrative that James Houston's not a 3-down pass rusher. I don't know why fans start these things, why they make this stuff up as they go to make themselves feel better. But we got so many pass rushers, it's not even funny.
Yeah, we have a ton of pass rushers. It's like I'm looking at the roster. I'm like, damn, we got a lot of people that can rush the pass. I'm like, we picked another, and I'm like, why do they keep mocking us edge rushers? I mean, what's the other the guy out of Texas Tech? Wilson. I mean, like it just seems to be a theme where they're just mocking us these big body pass rushers. And I'm like, we got a ton of those guys on our roster already. They're there. Somebody, I mean, like it's gonna be the Kevin Hart daughter situation. So somebody's got to go. But it's like so.
And on top of it, I agree with Vail. This idea that our secondary is complete is ludicrous. It's just ludicrous.
No, I mean we need some more. Definitely need some more depth there. We got some pieces in place, but it's not finished. None whatsoever. And you look at it, the Lions bringing in one of the other guys that Val liked at the safety position, Brian Branch, for a top 30 visit as well. So you know they're looking at that where you bring in another guy that can be versatile and play either safety or play in the slot. He plays the same role as a Gardner Johnson, where if we don't decide to keep Gardner Johnson for long term, and he's just a 1 year guy, but we have guys that play versatile role. That's what I like about some of the pieces, that they're not just pigeonholed to play in one position. Like a Cam Sutton, he can play outside, he can play inside. Gardner Johnson, he can play corner, he can play safety. Some of those guys like that. So I like the versatility. Is it done? Absolutely not. Is there some decent pieces in place? Absolutely, but it's not finished whatsoever. And we still haven't even addressed the linebacker position at all. So we look at we re-signed Alexander Loney. Yeah, big whoop. But we still need that.
No, I'm saying, do you see that fan man's question? He says, so is James Houston struggling against the run a fan-created narrative? Yes. He haven't took enough snaps for you to even say he's got issues against the run. Y'all, this is where y'all make these things up, and it doesn't make sense. He hasn't taken enough snaps for y'all to make these things up.
And he was more of a situational pass rusher last season. The way the Lions used him as a pass rusher,
right?
His dominant role was a pass rusher. They didn't use him against the run, so I don't know
where that came from. So how can you say he struggled against the run when they were bringing him in as you said, as a pass rusher? Mm-hmm. The truth is you got to give him more opportunities to get the best out of a player. And most players who get big numbers generally have more opportunities. This is why what he did in his rookie season was so special. He was on the field for a limited amount of time and got a lot done, whereas the guy that you took second overall was on the field all the time and got just about the same as the guy who had minimal time on the field. So, that narrative is made up by the fans.
Yeah, sack number wise, tackles, no. Sack number wise, actually, yes, you're right. As far as this production in the pass rush, yeah. I mean, he only had a sack and a half more in the rest for that season, yeah. But as far as what he did on the totality of his production was more. But James Houston was a beast out there when he had his opportunities, and it is.
And edge rushers are paid by sacks. Make no mistake about it.
Yeah, but I don't think, and I said this before, even when they drafted him. When they drafted Aiden Hutchinson, I say he's more than just a pass rusher. I've never got to the narrative of where I just pigeonhole Aiden Hutchinson as just a pass rusher, because that's not what he is. He sets the edge, and you see how he got better with that as he went along in the season. Some of his best plays were not actually when he was actually rushing the passer. It was actually stepping back and preventing like screens to tight ends, things of that nature. You think about that game. You think about what he did when Okudah had his interception for the touchdown against the Bears. The big play in that sequence wasn't Aiden Hutchinson rushing Justin Fields. It was actually him stepping back into the pass route and preventing Fields to throwing that, for really just checking that ball down to what the guy he was cooking us all game. What's the tight end? Y'all know the tight end Val. What's the
Commit.
That when he stepped back and he prevented that screen to commit, that was better. He was doing that more and more. And you, because that was a problem in the beginning of the season, and you saw him where you look at that Seahawks game, they killed us with that play every time. Man, they was killing us that play. They would just do that bootleg and slide that, and it was right to Aiden Hudson's side. He was being too aggressive and going up the field. Where he learned later on, AK, kind of look at your situation behind you and see what's going on, and he got better with that throughout the season. I think he progressed more through the season. He started playing smarter football and not just trying to attack the passer throughout the season. But hey, like the video, comment on the video. Hey, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Right here on Detroit Lions, and probably your home for Detroit Lions news and rumors, man. Y'all know what month it is. It's April, which is Autism Awareness Month. And y'all know I'm representing. This is the shirt I had on Monday, and if you didn't get a chance to see it because of how the angles are on the recorded shows, this is the lion. It says accept, adapt, and advocate, and it has the lion and all the puzzle pieces in it, man. Represent for my son Curtis the third. He has autism, and he is my dude. I support him 100%. It's a thing when you raise your heroes, because he's one of my heroes, man. He's unapologetically himself, and he is himself, and his autism makes him who he is, and I will never change a hair on his head. You know what I'm saying? Even as much as he gives me some days, I take all of it, So definitely be kind if you can't do everything that's worth, and be accepting of those who are different, because I've said this before, autism is not a disability, it's a different ability, and he is definitely being himself, and I love him for it. So let's go ahead and see what they got in the chat.
Wait, well, before we get into the next question, Curt, we got a response, so directed towards you. So it feels like Curt's saying the same argument. Hutch sets the edge while Houston is a pass rusher. To me, this is the same narrative. Isn't setting the edge the same as strong rush defense?
Absolutely not. I don't believe. Excuse me. I'm gonna get my light out. Excuse me 1 second. I don't want you to.
I don't think it's the same narrative. I mean,
setting the edge and being an edge rusher is two different things.
It's absolutely two different things. Yeah, you can set the edge. There are plays where people are setting the edge as a way of containing. There's a play where people are setting the edge as a way of freeing up other people and stunts and stuff. Yeah. Setting the edge does not mean that you are a run defender.
Yeah, it's not. It's you can be setting up your defenders behind you. You're setting the edge. You're making sure no one is getting around you. It's playing the screen game as far as that's concerned. Setting the edge and being an edge rusher is totally different narratives. That's not the same thing. I understand your premise, but it's not the same thing. And Houston's, and Hudson. What I'm saying is that, and my narrative, what I was saying is that Hudson is more than just an edge rusher. He does other things as well. He wasn't just here to set the edge. He's here to be a football player and be a part of defensive line, not just rush the passer and not just set the edge. He's here to be who he is, and his game is going to translate into that. He's going to get better. He's going to be able to set the edge. He's only be able to rush the passer. He's going to be more of a total football player. And what I want James Houston to turn into that as well. I want him to grow into a bigger role on the defense and not just be a pass rusher.
And I feel like with James Houston, my point was being made that, you talk about a guy, he's not good against the run, but they wasn't asking him to come in with no running downs. He was coming in on passing downs. And so when you're coming in on passing downs, how do you gauge that he's not good against the run when he's coming in on passing downs?
Yeah, who is that? Let me see the comment from Dr. Detroit about Trey Flowers. That's absolutely hilarious. He said
about who?
Trey Flowers. I guess it's got to be. He said Trey Flowers set the edge and he just stood there. Yeah, that's
he sure did. He sure did.
That's a good point. That was but Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah, he did that. Yes, he did. Trey Flowers was not. And you come in with a guy who had, I won't say he had a great season the year before he came to Detroit, but he had a good season. And you bring this guy in, you pay him all this money, and it's absolutely zero return on your investment.
Fans were hyped about that. Fans were very hyped about that.
I mean, he came in, you know, and it was the hype for him coming from New England, and yeah, it was a whole bunch of BS. It was a whole bunch of BS. All right. Let's go to the next. That Trey Flowers, man. That whole. I just didn't get the fact that they wanted just to bring in a $90 million statue. That's true, Dr. Detroit. But you bring in all these guys, these former players from your previous regime, but you weren't bringing the top guys. You were bringing the backup dudes and paying them starter money in Detroit. Bob Quinn,
that's still happening. It still happens. We still got a lot of guys who were brought here who were backups. Chris Board, backup. Just let's be honest.
I mean, but sometimes you bring in guys that are depth signing. But see, here's my thing. You were bringing the backup guys in and starting them.
like Tavon Wilson. I cannot believe how much of a stir I created criticizing Tavon Wilson. Like people, I'm like, bro, did y'all forget we got Glover Quinn on the team? We out here celebrating Tavon Wilson with Glover Quinn on the field.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wasn't even close. All right, let's hit the next question. If CJ Stroud or Bryce Young slipped to number 6, what would you do? All right, I think I have an idea what Luke G would do. So I'm gonna let you go first, Luke G. I know what you're gonna say. What you got?
Still draft Jalen Carter. I don't care. I don't care that CJ Stroud and Bryce Young is there. You know, you have to understand something. If you believe that they're the best quarterbacks, 1 and 2, and you take them, okay, cool, that's fine. I don't believe that they're the best quarterbacks at 1 and 2. So at the end of the day, I'm still taking Jalen Carter.
Okay. I feel what you're saying. I'm
plus Curt, I said this months ago, and I think I got chewed out for saying this months ago, but I'm going to say it again. Those quarterbacks don't fit the kind of quarterback that Brad Holmes like. If you're talking quarterbacks, y'all need to really start looking at Will Levis. I hate to tell you the truth, but that's the reality. Will Levis is the kind of quarterback that Brad Holmes likes. And there's some things there. There's some things there that I've seen that I'm saying, oh, that's a Brad Holmes quarterback. I'm just putting it out there.
Lord, I hope not. All right.
You say, oh Jesus, no. Take the wheel.
For me, somebody gonna want to deal for another quarterback, so I might trade back. Depends on how. I mean, if Jalen Carter is gone and and one of those two guys are there, I'm like, hey, come on.
But the question becomes, Curt, I gotta ask this because you brought that up and said trade back. How far back are you willing to go? Because once you start getting out that top 10,
we're going back to 9. That's as far as I'm going. We're going back to 9.
But the Bears at 9, they don't need no quarterback.
Is the Bears at 9? Who's at 10?
Bears at 9.
Bears 9, Eagles at 10.
Bears 9, Eagles at 10. So
how far are you willing to go back?
I'm looking at probably, if it's out of the top 10, no further than 11, 12, no.
Okay, all right, go. You're getting dangerous with that trade back.
I'm getting that, but see, but that puts me, but I'm not. I want a 1 next year. That's what I want. I want a 1 next year.
Okay. So you saying that you wouldn't mind, and I can agree with that. You wouldn't mind going back if you get a 1 next year. Okay.
I want a 1 next year. Yeah, that's what I want. Give me a 1 next year. You know what I'm saying? That puts me in give me some more ammo. But Val, I know where you at. You don't like none of these quarterbacks in this draft. So what are you? You have not. This is not a secret. This is the world's worst secret that Val don't like any of the quarterbacks in this draft.
Exactly. I mean, if they're there at 6, I don't give 2 flying, whatsoever. Okay. And But now listen, y'all. If the Lions do select either Bryce Young or CJ Stroud, I can guarantee one thing. I'm going to roll up to Ford Field with my white diamonds and having a personal and up-close friendly conversation with Brad Holmes. It's not going to go well for him.
She gonna put her own personal white diamonds. She ain't waiting for Sheila Hampton for the white diamonds. So she gonna roll up with her own white diamonds. Let them smell that's white diamonds. What the hell you doing? I don't think the Lions are in it. I don't think like you said. I don't know because the type of quarterbacks that they're looking for, but I just don't think that they're in a place they want to. They don't want a quarterback right now. They've kind of showed their hand on that one. They're like, we're not really interested in none of these guys.
I hope you're wrong. Oh God, I pray you so wrong. I pray you so. Listen,
at least in the first in the higher part of the draft, I'm thinking they take a backup mid round.
Nah, damn that. You need to be thinking for the future. If I hope you're wrong. Like I don't listen. Let's say they did take Stroud, or let's say they did take Young, right? Let's say they took one of them two, right?
Mm-hmm.
I still wouldn't kill them for it, even though they wouldn't be quarterbacks I would personally take, but I wouldn't kill them for it because it still sets it up to us to move on from golf, and you got a quarterback with a little bit more dynamic style to his playing, right? But I hope you're wrong about the backup court, because that Nate Sudfeld thing is every time I hear his name, I want to throw up.
Nate Sudfeld?
Yeah, that Sudfeld. That's how you say it, Sudfeld? Mm-hmm. Yeah, he got to go. He got to go. I don't even know how he got re-signed.
Man, and congratulations to one Mr. Tim Boyle. He is no longer Val's issue anymore. He signed a contract with the New York Jets. So Val, congratulations to you for getting to get rid of.
I know. I got to change my flag on the plane.
Aaron Rodgers all the way over there. Just go over there.
Over to the New
all the way over there.
Over to the New York Jets. Congratulations.
Hey, look at this. I got some backup. If that happens, Val, I will swim across the Detroit River and join you on that. Ooh, I got some backup on that roll up on Ford Field.
Okay. Hey, as long as it ain't the Flint River, because you don't want that shit. Yeah. Don't swim in the Flint River. Yeah, we ain't doing that. Yeah, that's bad. Yeah. Hey, like the video, share the video. Hey, go over to Fanatics, man. The draft caps. I got mine right here. The 2023 draft caps are out on fanatics.com. Links in the description below. Grab yourself one and help us grow the content right here. Detroit Lions, and probably your home for Detroit Lions news and rumors. What we got going on in the chat, Val? Because I know they probably over there buck wilding over there in the chat today.
Detroit fan man, to Luke, when can we hope to tune in for the Why Levis May Be Attractive to Homes show?
Ooh. I want to see that one.
Here's the thing. I made a bunch of videos. I made them so short. But for me, who is kind of a purist and want to see all the good, the bad, and the ugly, I'm having a hard time with them being short. But I know that if I make it like 15, 20 minutes, they ain't going to watch it. So I'm thinking of just doing it live. I'll do it live, and I'll show you it. Because I plan on down next week to just hit all the prospects in groups of like 3 to 5. And Levis will be one of the ones up there. He fits it to a T. It's absolutely scary at how much he resembles Jared Goff plus some, if that makes sense. And
the only thing that he has more running ability than Jared Goff.
He has more running ability than Jared Goff. I think he has a bigger arm than Jared Goff too, in my opinion. And I think when you look at Will Levis's tape, you start to realize a lot of things that he did should result in positive plays, but a lot of things around him didn't work in his favor. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it live. I was gonna put a poll up on would they prefer it live or just the regular videos, because the regular videos I made them like 8 to 10 minutes, and I feel like I'm leaving out so much information.
Okay. Cool.
You know damn well that if the Lions select Will Levis, every freaking Lions fan is going to trade in their Kool-Aid for some mayo, coffee, and bananas. But no.
Oh yeah, listen. No matter what I have been witnessing over the last 2 seasons is no matter what the Lions do, Lion fans have been like they on Family Feud. Good answer. No matter how stupid it sounds, How dumb it is. Good answer. Or you bring back Nate Stuffin. We got this problem solved for backup quarterback. Good answer. Or you bring in Jellis Reed made his depth guy. We lost Josh Woods. That was a huge loss. Good answer. It's absolutely absurd to me. I have never seen anything like this. I'm enjoying it, but I'm also like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, you look at now I will say this: Reeves Maven was a good special team when he was here. He was our number one special team linebacker when he was on the team. He kept Josh Woods at bay. So that Josh Woods was on the practice squad when Reeves Maven was here as the primary linebacker in special teams. So he's coming in to play a role. He's coming in to play his special teams role. I think that when we weren't going to have Josh Woods back, or it would look like we weren't going to get him back, so they brought him back. I mean,
don't be surprised if you see him on the field taking snaps at linebacker. I'm just gonna put it out there. That's okay. I'm telling you. And then you're gonna have to sit there and tell yourself, why are we doing this? and I cannot wait to do the live film studies, because I got some people that I think not only fix the Lions' problems, but you could probably get them and get all these good players between rounds 2 and 3 with those 3 picks.
I got you. I feel what you're saying. I got you. All right.
Dr. Triller. I hope Hooker is there at 55. So do I. So Luke has to say anything I want him to say on the rip.
Oh man, that's gonna be something else. That is gonna be something else.
My confidence is still high.
Okay. Would you be okay?
Mark Steele, welcome to Prowl Nation. Would you be okay in the first round if we get Carter and Robinson? Would you be okay with that? Carter and
Bijan Robinson.
Bijan Robinson heal all wounds. Let's put it like that. Bijan Robinson, to me, you got to understand, like, you talk about having a running back room. We're going to run these running backs, right? And if you're able to take Bijan Robinson, let him lead off, then you throw in David Montgomery as a relief. Then you can throw in on your passing down Swift. It's a lot to deal with. You come out in 2 running back sacks with those 3 running backs. Good grief! Just pray to God. Maybe it's a cold day. It's a cold day. You don't want to throw the ball. Good luck stopping that. Bijan Robinson is different. Carter's going to make all that running up the middle stuff stop. You're going to have to reroute that, and that's what you really want. So I wouldn't be mad at all.
Okay. I'm okay.
Yeah, I'd be okay with it. I don't mind. I don't mind either one of those at all whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean that's fine. So yeah, like Raw Podcast says, Bijan Robinson is my dude.
Yeah, I mean Bijan is a beast.
George Eagle was asking me about the Cam Newton Bears news. So it's just nothing but clickbait, y'all. Just nothing but clickbait. It's only simply because they brought up Cam Newton's name in the April Fool's stuff with the Lions. So anytime you mention anybody's name, it's like, yeah, let's capitalize on that. No, there's nothing to it.
Okay. I didn't know there was some Bears. There was Cam Newton Bears news.
Cam Newton has been on the freaking radar as a quarterback for a long time. It's Bears have the same situation as the Lions do. Any shiny player that could possibly come there. Yeah, let's get him. No, I don't think you.
Yeah, for real. All right, so here's a question: Witherspoon, Porter, or Gonzalez? I already know what Val gonna say. She gonna say Gonzalez because she gonna go for Gonzalez. But Witherspoon had a decent pro day. Ran a 4.40. Showed some wheels. Either one of these guys, I wouldn't be like, mad at. I wouldn't be sell out to get either one of them. But if you ask me my favorite, I probably would say Gonzalez. What you got, Luigi?
It's not even a close debate. It's Joey Porter Jr. He's the best cornerback in this draft. It's hands down. And it's a lot of reasons why. Now, if you're talking most versatility, where you're going to probably get a little bit of safety and cornerback play, it's Witherspoon. And you talk about you want somebody who just really love themselves and they feel like they're the sexiest thing on the field, go with Gonzalez. But I'm going to tell you right now, it's down to Joey Porter. Joey Porter's that guy who comes in and fixes your toilet with no gloves on. He don't give a shit, right? He just don't care. He's going to no gloves. He don't care. He's going to come in at the line of scrimmage. He's going to beat on you. Within 5 yards, he's going to beat on you some more. When you jump for the ball, he's going to fight with you in the air. He just loves the aggressiveness of the play. And yes, he's had his fair share of penalties because of that, and I don't care. Because I feel that what it does over time is make people think about what they're going to do. And then you go through and you switch it up. You go into Witherspoon. Witherspoon had that same aggression. He just got to learn how to turn his head around. And that would be the first thing. And he gets a little grabby. Gonzalez, I think somehow he's like the pretty boy with the beautiful eyes and the gorgeous skin. And the moment you be like, hey, let's go play volleyball, and he says to you, Sam, you want to play with sand. I don't get dirty. I'm not saying he's bad, but he doesn't realize that he needs to really put more passion into what he does. He doesn't do that. He's very. Well, I mean,
who put LL's greenery into Luke's hot sauce today? Because something way the hell wrong.
Listen, I'm just telling you. When I watched Gonzalez, I watched a bunch of tapes. And so what I did was I watched his first year, and then I watched a little bit of the tape when he was on the other school, and I said, oh, he worked harder when he was on the other school. But when he thought he arrived, child, it was terrible. It was terrible. I'm like, dude, you're not going to press. You're just not going to do it. But to me, for what we are a grit team. We got our choir boys, but our choir boys are just sneaky bad boys. And to me, Gonzalez he's a frat boy, and I'm not with it. I'm sorry.
Okay, Val, rebuttal.
Well, let me tell you, I'd rather have a guy on my team that doesn't huff and puff doing a push-up, okay? So, no, I don't care. I've watched the game tape on Gonzalez. I've watched the game tape on Porter. I've watched the game tape on Witherspoon. Gonzalez is a beast on the field. You can't question that football bullshit that he does. And Porter, man, he's meh. He's just meh. I mean, he's just kind of there. Witherspoon, I don't even care. Look, that's a line item. Bye. Just automatic. Goodbye. I don't know. Y'all got stuck on the Kirby Joseph train with the Illini players, and Witherspoon's name is up on the board because of that. But fuck no.
But you have to.
Ooh, I don't. Luke said I'm just out.
He'll be back. But you have to say that the Illini has had a good secondary the last few years, and guys like Kirby Joseph and Devin Witherspoon was part of that process. You can't say
a good secondary. The blind ballerinas of the backfield. A good secondary.
I will put it like this.
Illinois had a decent secondary. I don't know what. I don't know what you're.
Decent on whose board? Where were they ranked?
But that's
on whose board?
I don't know how you don't like your own team. That's your team. You don't like your own team. I don't understand. I don't get it. Like that, you are an Illini fan. I'm like, how do you not like the Illini guys?
Look, because they do the same bullshit. They're like they can play, they can show up. But when it counts, they fall out flat on their ass.
I'll put it this way. I'm not saying that Vail don't have valid points. I'm not saying that. But I will say this. The last cornerback she was hyped about, we still waiting on him to show up.
And who was that?
Iffy. Well, I don't know when he going to be here. I don't know when he going to be here. But I'm waiting on him to show up. I'm waiting on him. When I first saw Iffy, I thought, okay, if maybe safety, but I wasn't really impressed with Iffy. Coming out, I was like, oh, okay, but I wasn't impressed with Okuda. So, what can I say? I go by the little things.
Said about where players are drafted and whether or not they fit the scheme of that team.
That's fair. No, that's true. Kyle Van Noy is a perfect example. Jelani Tavai is another example. You have so many different examples, so that's fair. But I'm just saying, like, when when you look at, I mean, we got to look at those are people that we hated and they performed at other places. Eric Ebron performed at other places. He still dropped a lot of passes, but he performed. Where
did Tavai perform at?
Last year, Tavai performed.
Did he?
Yeah, he was way better. He was way better on the New England Patriots than he ever was for the Lions.
How many tackles he had last year?
Not even close. Not even close.
No, that's probably because he was playing the right position in New England.
He was playing the right position in New England. You know, I'm just saying.
Yeah, that it's got to be because he sure was playing out of position in Detroit. Because I don't know what the hell they had that dude playing.
I don't remember ever hearing his name. Shit.
Yeah, you should have remembered his name in that 29-0 loss that they gave us. You should have remembered his name.
I don't remember that. Let's see what he had. Let's see what was his stats last year. 69 tackles.
Yep. How many starts?
12 starts last year.
Yeah.
2 passes defended. He played all 17 games. No sacks. No, 1.5 sacks. 2 tackles for loss. Quarterback hits. 4 quarterback hits.
What was his stats with the Lions? His best season.
His best season was actually he had 2 seasons in Detroit, and both of them were 58 tackles. Both of them.
Yeah, and he wasn't nowhere near many of the plays they were using around per usual. But again, I'm just telling you.
I think his first year was his best year, his rookie year. He had an interception. He had a couple passes defense, the forced fumble. He had 2 sacks his rookie season, and he had 5 tackles for loss with 3 quarterback hits, and that was his rookie season. But he had that same amount of tackles the next year. He just didn't have he had 2 forced fumbles, but he didn't have the interception, and he didn't have a sack his second season in Detroit. So I don't know. And 69, yeah, man.
He was much more improved in New England than he was in there. And when I watched it, I was like, "Oh shit, what is this?" Like I was shocked and surprised.
Yeah, but I just don't understand where he was drafted. I'm like, well, who the hell? Like when the announcers at the draft were like, who? like you don't play stump the truck to the last day of the day of going draft. You don't play stump the truck on day 2. So, yeah, no. All right. What they got? Man, Tavai. Bro,
they coming at me with Iffy is on his way out.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? Iffy got a raw deal in Detroit because of fucking Okudah.
Think so?
But Okudah's bad. It's like bad means ugly.
The biggest bust right now, I mean, for in the last few years for the freaking Lions, Okudah. You move the guy that could fucking do some shit as a cornerback to fucking safety because you got to pay dipshittus humongous.
I can agree with the position move may not be the best thing for him. And the idea that most people think that there's an
Okudah should have.
Yeah, I would have moved Okudah to safety, and I've been saying this for years.
You keep Iffy outside and move Okudah to safety.
You got Turtle Tavai as a cornerback in Okudah. Okay? No.
I think he should be moved to
he should have stayed. He should have moved his ass to safety. Water boy, clipboard holder.
Not gonna move him to safety now.
Concession stand ticket taker. I don't care. He did not belong at cornerback.
And
way that there goes Iffy.
The way that they're set up right now, you're not gonna get a movement from Iffy to safety right now. Just with the amount of safety, unless they don't draft one and they look at move him there. That's the only reason I see, and I don't see it right now. I don't see they moving him to safety now.
Let me ask you a question. Mm-hmm. Who drafted Iffy? Was that Brad Holmes or Quinn?
No, it's Quinn, Bob Quinn, because Patricia wanted a defensive tackle, and Bob Quinn wanted the corner, and Bob Quinn drafted.
Right, that's what it was. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Because Fatty Patty said, I want the big defensive tackle, and they didn't get it. And
friendships break up for less reasons.
Yeah. You get the homie hires, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes the homie hires ain't what it's all cracked up to be. Because it happened in Detroit. You had the, you had the homie hire with what's his name? The offensive coordinator that was here. They had the first.
You talking about Dan Campbell's defensive coordinator was Aaron Glenn.
No, not defense, offensive coordinator. I'm sorry.
Anthony Lynn?
Anthony Lynn. That was a homie hire.
I don't think Anthony Lynn was a problem.
Yeah.
I don't. I would stand on that mountain. He was not the problem. Where's Anthony Lynn at right now?
Well, he's out in California. He's out in the 49ers, right?
Yep. I ain't hear nobody complain. Oh, it's all Shanahan. Yeah, that's that. Yeah, try that narrative if you want to. It's not what it is.
But he's a running back coach out there. He's not the offensive coordinator in San Francisco.
But he's out there for a reason because they share the same philosophy and run ball first. And I think his choice of who should be the starter is more respected than I think it was here. Which again, no knock to it. The head coach had to do what's best for the team, and I'm not mad at it. It worked out, so it's great. But Michael Huck says that Holmes drafted iffy. But let me see.
Holmes drafted iffy.
Holmes drafted iffy.
But Bob Quinn drafted Okudah, so that's probably
yeah.
No, but I asked who drafted iffy.
No, you said Okudah.
Iffy was Holmes.
No, I said iffy.
No,
I knew it took Okudah because I didn't want Okudah. I didn't think he's worth a top 10 pick.
No, iffy was
Holmes.
Brad Brown's first draft, third round, right? Third round out of third round out of Syracuse.
Okay.
Yeah.
If he was taken with the Stafford pick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was our third round pick that we got from the Stafford trade. Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
My brain just not working, y'all. Listen, it's very rare I got a day off work, so I slept in and I feel rejuvenated, but I want to go back to sleep.
I feel you.
I'm ready.
I feel you. All right. So let's get the last question in before we kind of get to some of the questions from the audience. All right. So what is there a player you would trade up to pick in this year's draft? Ooh.
This is easy. You talking about? Are we talking about at 6? I'm not trading up for nobody. I'm not trading up for anything. There's no reason to. You just sit there and let everything come. But if I'm at 18 and I got a chance to trade up and get somebody because I want to make it, if somehow Bijan Robinson makes it past the Eagles, I would trade up for him all day.
Okay.
So all day.
All right. Anybody you would trade up for, Val?
Hell no. The talent ain't there this year. Not enough to be wanting to be like, ooh, I got to trade up for this guy. Oh, hell no.
You wouldn't even trade up for Gonzalez?
No, because I'm assuming Gonzalez is going to just be an automatic.
Yeah, he'll be there.
If you don't pick Gonzalez off the bat, Gonzalez is off the fucking board. So
you're talking at 6 or 18?
Yeah, he'll be at 6. There ain't no.
Yeah, she's basically saying that if I wanted Gonzalez, I don't got to do nothing but stay at 6 and I can get Gonzalez. But if Gonzalez somehow made it outside of 6 and I'm coming up to 18, why would I trade up for him when chances is most of those teams, who looking for a corner would take him and it's not a big deal.
Board by 18. So if you don't get him at 6, he's gonna be gone off 18. So why are you trading him for shit?
Okay. I'm just asking the questions.
She gave you a little neck roll and everything. I ain't want to say nothing.
Yeah,
she gave you the little, that white diamond was kicking in a little strong today. Okay, she's going up off that diamond today.
Yeah,
I see it.
Yeah. Like you guys were saying,
check us out neck roll.
Like you guys check us out here on the Prowl, your home for Detroit Lions news and rumors. Man, draft is coming up next week. We're gonna, like I said, they're gonna delve into some of the positions that we're looking at in the draft. We already hit the cornerbacks. Probably gonna hit some more defensive players. next week with Coach Jones and LL and myself. So tune in next week for that. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you want to be part of the Wall of Fame, man. You know, we have that Gold Members meeting on Wednesdays. It's always some interesting conversations in the Gold Members meeting. And make sure you check us out on Lions Nation Unite to help us bring you this content, man. So go over, check us out on the app, or you can just go over to Facebook because they got it on and popping right over there in their Facebook group. Check out our Facebook group as well over there on Facebook Detroit Lions on the Prowl Facebook group. It's always some interesting conversations going on over there, especially when those chats, man. That's it's always my phone is always going off with the chats in the Detroit Lions on the Prowl Facebook group. So go ahead and check that stuff out over there, man. It's always good stuff. And thank you for all your support over there on Sideline Report. I'm in the final month of my master's degree program. Thanks for the Curt and the Pratt for the super chat. I'm in the last class, so I got a lot of writing to be doing. So I won't be putting a lot of content out this month, but May, I'm coming at you, boy. You're gonna have a lot of articles written by me over there on Sideline Reports. So make sure you check it out.
Curt, I got an article idea for you.
What you got?
You're gonna like the title too.
Okay, what's the title?
Making a Lion, the Detroit Lions story, where you can actually talk about the construction of what made them legitimate contenders in the 91 season, the 93 season, and what made them be contenders going forward now would be a very good piece.
Okay. I got some of that in an article I wrote for school, and when I interviewed Herman Moore, he kind of talked about some of that stuff, and it was an interesting piece. So if you want to check that out, go over to curtsteele.com, and it's over there, man. I got a whole draft article over there, man. I had to do it for school, so it's a good read. Check it out, man. Herman Moore is on that article. My man, Math Bomb is over there as well. I got a couple of Lions insiders like Benjamin Raven from M Live, John Macaroon from Detroit Sportscast and the All Lions SI. So a bunch of those cats over there is showing some love, man, and helping me do a draft article. So go check that thing out at curtsteele.com, man. It was one of those things where I had to do a big composite like podcast, and it's a whole bunch of stuff, man. And he even got Coach Jones in that article too. So go ahead and check that thing out over at curtsteele.com, man. Any questions from the chat? What you got? What they put in the chat, Val? You got any questions for us today?
No, I don't see any questions, but Kirkland Pratt with his $5 thing was what up though. Shout out to the crew. Y'all know Freestyle Friday, LOL is my favorite show.
Thank you. I would appreciate that.
Dr. Detroit says I want Anderson, Carter, or our AR-15 at 6 and Bijan at 18. LOL.
Yeah, he's tripping on the AR-15 thing.
I know, man. What the heck? Like, what more did it? Why do we do this to ourselves? Why do we like taking projects?
That dude is not.
The reason you take a backup quarterback at 6, you taking a project.
No, but see, this is what I'm saying. You don't have to take a project at 6 if you take a quarterback. You can take a guy who is probably ready to play that year.
It's going to be a project.
If you take a quarterback at 6, that's
because you ain't going to put him on the field next year.
They may not be on the field till next year. They don't need a project.
I'm taking a quarterback at 6. I'm taking the guy who's coming in and starting. Period. That's what I want.
I want a starter. I want somebody.
Now we won't start.
Ready to play. Bye. See you later.
Now we won't start us. We sat on a receiver for a whole year. Now we won't start us. I don't understand this.
I didn't like that shit last year. What the hell are we doing?
Wait. That's if the first guy that I'm taking. I'm talking about at the quarterback position. A quarterback. Mm-hmm. If I'm taking a quarterback at 6, I'm taking a starter. A quarterback.
So are you saying starter as he has to start this year?
Yeah, he started.
Ain't no starter.
He started.
No, if I'm taking a quarterback this year, he needs to sit.
Period. Yeah, I'm saying, but he's talking about taking an AR-15 at 6. If you're taking a quarterback at 6, if I'm taking a quarterback at 6, I'm taking a starter.
If I'll take him to hooker at 6, and he don't have to start. I don't need him to start. I need him to be ready for next year.
I'm not taking a quarterback at 6.
Look, if y'all fucking take somebody that you're going to sit on that ass on the bench for another year, I'm rolling up with my white diamonds.
Yeah,
I'm rolling.
That's why I wouldn't take a quarterback at 6 because I want to. If I'm taking somebody at 6, a quarterback at 6, I'm taking a guy that's going to play right away.
Wait, hold on. Why do we mine is Vale, because Vale is telling the truth when she says that receiver pick blew her mind. But mine is Vale. Why was it okay to take a luxury pick of a receiver last year and have him sit and he didn't have to start immediately? But if you dare take a quarterback at 6 this year, he got to start immediately. Why is that?
That's my first pick. If I'm taking a quarterback, I want it. For me, that's a positional thing.
So if he was
for me, it's a positional thing. If I'm taking a quarterback at 6, I want a starter. That's me.
Right, but what I'm asking you is, if it was pick 18, you took a quarterback, he can sit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh hell no! I'm against all of this. Top 3 motherfucking guys better be on the field all year long.
Okay.
Top 3 choices better be on. They better work. They better do that Britney Spears shit. Work shit. Or Rihanna work shit. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. Just fucking work, bitch. Okay? Work.
I got a damn headache.
I am not messing with Val. I am not messing with Val. Oh my God. Okay.
He said, just work it, bitch. Just
get on the pole. Get on the pole.
Oh, shit, I need that laugh.
Okay, let me address Raw Podcast, and I'm gonna give you my thoughts on AR-15.
Oh, okay. Let me pull that up for you.
Okay, all right. That's because people are write quarterbacks off because they before they take a snap. Y'all writing off AR-15. He hasn't even played in the NFL yet. Richardson has time to grow and get better by sitting behind a quarterback.
I think for me, I get what he's saying, but the reality is you're trying to find the best pro. And the reality is I don't want him because when I watch him play, I have a tendency to look at the smallest thing and that become a big for me. He relies on his legs a whole lot. And that to me is a problem. And when he does throw the ball, he can throw a pass that you would go, that's absolutely amazing. And the very next play, he would throw a pass and you go, that's absolutely absurd. Why would you do that? That's so stupid. And to me, a guy that's inconsistent like that, it's hard for me to take him that high based on potential. I just couldn't do it. It would be like me putting the cheapest tires on my car to go up north here in Michigan during the winter months and pray to God I don't slip. It just doesn't make sense to me to do that.
Yeah. Looking at, for me, I look at Anthony Richardson, and I look at that guy. I watch a lot of SEC football. I live in the South, so I live in North Carolina. So we have SEC teams, ACC teams. I watch a lot of college football, and I'm looking at him. I just don't see it. And to your point, and I see what you're saying. Josh Allen wasn't that great of a prospect coming out of the University of at Wyoming. Could he be him? Yes. Could he be the guy from last year, Malik Willis? He could be him too.
I see what he's saying. But he's saying, but those guys sat. Like Patrick Mahomes sat. He sat behind Alex Smith. He's saying that look at those guys who sat. Yeah.
No, Josh Allen didn't sit though. Josh Allen started from day one in the league.
I know, I know, but what he's trying to say is you look at the progression of it. Josh Allen, in his case, he didn't really take off until his third year. So all that playing time was cool, but he didn't take off to his third year. He could have served from sitting. And when you look at people like Patrick Mahomes, he did sit, and it served him well. Yeah, and there's a few other quarterbacks who sat, and it served well.
I'm just not sold on Rich. I'm just not sold on him. 53% completion rate last year, as
Yeah, that's terrible.
As a starting quarterback.
No, that's career. That's career, ain't it? I could have sworn it was like 54% career.
54% career, 53.8 last season.
Okay, all right. That's still bad.
And you look at the workouts, and I'm not impressed with Pajama Warriors. I look at the tape, and the tape is not impressive to me, and that's why I'm not a fan of him. Just not. But hey, look at the time, man. It's time for us to go ahead and shut this thing down and get on out of here. All right, so it's now time for final thoughts for today's show. Queen, what you got?
I was feeling extra spicy today because I had to bring the spice because you're probably not going to see me for the next 2 weeks because I'm going to be on a road trip with Lady Lionor from the Lioness Lair. And so the next time you see me, it'll be live for the draft. So, I had to kind of bring in my last little bit of heat here before we get to the draft. So you guys,
can I get a working bitch one time? I need one more working bitch, just one more. I just need one more working bitch. Just work it. Just one more.
Working bitches. Work it, bitch. Work it, bitch. Work it, bitch.
Hey, all right. Thank you guys for tuning in right here. Detroit Live to the Prowl, your home for Detroit Live Newsroom. Thank you guys for supporting the channel, and make sure you keep coming back, man. We got more content coming next week. We're getting you ready for the draft. It's only a few weeks away, so make sure you tune in right here, Detroit Live to the Prowl, to get all your draft news and notes and prep for the upcoming NFL draft. And make sure you support us and support all our DSA members. Links in the description below. And with all that being said, sign up for my man, brother, Reverend Dr. Love.
Before we get to Luke, I need to fix something real quick. Look, I feel snubbed. My one-time super sticker got ignored. I didn't see it. I'm sorry. I didn't see the super stickers. So
I didn't see it today, Michael Huck.
Apologies.
Apologies, man.
Deepest apologies because I for some reason it did not show up on our feed. So
yeah, it didn't show up on my feed either. Sorry about that, Michael Huck. You know what I'm saying? Michael Huck is the man. He's Mr. Reliable, so he's always around here. So sorry. Apologies to Michael Huck. We did not see it, my brother. All right, all right, Luke G. All right, go ahead and step to the pulpit, brother, for your final thoughts for today's show.
Hey, it's been fun having fun today. It's always a joy to come on and talk sports with the family, man. But it's simple. The quote comes from me today. It isn't enough just to be nice. You need to be a good person. I'm going to say it again. It isn't enough just to be nice. You need to be a good person. There's a lot of nice people in the world. They are very nice. They're nice to you because that's their job. They're nice to you because they need to put food on the table for their family. They're nice to you because they need something from you. But when you're a good person, there's a difference. There's something about you that moves different. The way that you move, it stands out to other people. People seem to know something is not quite the same about you. And the reason that is because good people tend to do things without conditions. Good people tend to do things without reward or recognition or acknowledgement. They do it because that's what needs to be done. I've never heard a person say, hey, let me put a video out because I fed a baby. No, the baby needed food. You feed the baby. You don't need the recognition for it. Being nice is cool. Going to do things for people is cool. That's all nice. But when you're not a good person and you're just a nice person, you're defeating the purpose of being a living human being. You're defeating the purpose of being something different, of being something elevated. And that's a good person. Do something that's going to change the lives of those around you with no condition. Do something that's going to make people wonder why they're not doing things better because you're an example. And all I ask that you do is this. Understand that when you're being nice, when you're sitting up there putting that smile on or you're holding back some of that anger because your job requires you to do it, ask yourself this one question. Was what you're doing being done because you were getting a paycheck? Or was this being done because you're just a good person? Put that in your pipe and smoke it. And if you don't do nothing else, ladies and gentlemen, hit that like, subscribe, notification bell. And as always, don't be no chump. Please do your research.
Yes, definitely. Hey, happy Easter, happy Good Friday. Be with your family, be with your loved ones, man. If you celebrate, and for our Islamic brothers and sisters, if you were doing Ramadan, you know what I'm saying, it's one of those things. So, you celebrate that as well. So, the fasting is one of those things where that's a tough deal. So, I have respect for that. So, but happy Easter, everyone. And we will see you guys on Monday. And whatever you're doing in life, you guys to boss up, ball out, and be the best version of you that you can be. From For the panel, this is Curt Steele, and I will holler at you real soon. We love you, Jim.